Yeah, because you're still making the same number of drones. You just sent one out to build the hatchery earlier, so it's less mining time.
That makes
so
sense.
that delays the pool.
I did not realize that. Learn something new every day. Would you go 14 hatch on like Zelnaga because of the eBay blocks and stuff like that? God damn it.
Almost never. It's just with the natural that wide open, I feel it's really hard to defend 2 racks because my preferred way of dealing with the 2 racks pressure is just get a spine crawler and cut lings a little bit. Obviously that doesn't work on something like Zelnaga. So I almost always go speedling opening there.
I can't believe it. My luck. It is so good.
Yeah. So good.
Alright. So I know that Jake's not the type of guy that likes to do big SCV all-ins, so that makes me feel a little better.
You still do want to keep a worker hanging around the bottom of his ramp just to check and see how many SCVs he's bringing, if any. Because even if it's just 1 or 2, that means he's guaranteed to be bunker rushing, so you need to be more aware of that.
Right.
Even when you're dealing with a rush, you kind of want to get gas pretty quickly, because against marine pressure kind of stuff, you're never really going to be safe until you have speedlings.
Starting to look pretty bad, Greg.
Yep.
Oh, he's such a nice guy.
He is. So polite. I hope he does that versus me if we play in a tournament.
It's funny. Because if it was me, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have been like, die, bitch!
Yep. Those 5 Marines would have killed everything.
Yeah. Totally agree. I'm going to go ahead and put down 2 tumors, start spreading creep.
Yeah, this is a good time to do it. You're starting to build up gas. That means you're going to get speedling and other stuff. You're going to be spending money on that next larva round. So it's a really good time to lay down tumors.
Probably would be a good idea to figure out what he's doing, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you always want to have lings down in front of his ramp unless he's actually containing you. Just watch for a move out, or watch for the expansion. It's also not a bad idea to poke in with that Overlord, or even to sacrifice it, because you need to know he could be going Blue Hellions here, he could be going 4 racks, he could be going fast medevac.
Right.
Yeah, if he's going bio, then obviously go Ling Baneling. If he's going fast medevac, generally I would go Mutas, but given this style, perhaps you would want to go Infestors anyway then. And if he's going Blue Hellions, then you need some Roaches.
I feel like I need a few lings right now.
Well, since you see that factory, if they build a factory, it means they're not going to do a Marine Marauder all-in or something.
Right.
So you don't really have to be too worried about it. I mean, obviously Marines are efficient enough that they can kill you without really committing to it, if you're not careful. But it shouldn't be at the forefront of your mind.
Okay. I will remember that. So speed is done. Here go my upgrades. Here are his Marines.
With this style, it's probably worthwhile to get a really quick 3rd hatchery, even just in your base.
Yeah, that's something I've been really kind of struggling with. In these positions, I would like to take a faster 3rd, but in these positions it's obviously hard.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. I've just put my larva, so we'll go ahead and throw down the macro hatch. I played a game doing this the other day where I had 4 macro hatcheries in my natural, and it was hilarious.
Another thing to consider is your overlord placement. It's a little bit more dangerous than versus Protoss, just because obviously they got Marines running around, but you still want to have them close to his base if you at all can.
Okay.
So like those overlords down the bottom right, would recommend sending them up and positioning them around his base. Watch for drops and stuff. Especially with this style of play, you need to be aware of drops before they get there.
Absolutely, you're right. So I feel like I've got pretty close to 2-base saturation right now. So I'm going to back off on droning for a little while.
Your main is a little over, your natural is a little under. So I would transfer like 2 or 3 drones from your main to your natural, and then you're pretty much okay off 2 base.
Alright, probably start pumping out some infestors now.
Yeah. And at this point, this is a pretty... Your infestor's going to be coming out soon. You're going to be ready to hold off an attack. This is like a good time to take your 3rd base.
Totally agree. I'm going to take a gold, even though it's probably really stupid to do that against Terran.
There is no good expansion option on here. Lings, if you spread creep really well, Lings give you a lot of mobility, so taking the 6 o'clock base might be a little bit better, just because you're going to be able to get to it a lot faster than him.
Yeah. Now with these infestors out, I feel like I do have map control. Well, maybe not in the sense of that I can engage him directly, but in the sense that
but you're capable of holding off attacks and stuff.
He can't really engage me. Here comes a drop. Shit.
In your main.
Alright, so showing me some drop harass, I'm going to definitely add a spire now, because I don't want to get owned by that. But I feel like that was still a win for me.
Yeah, it probably was. At this point, I would replace those drones really quickly. You is significantly weaker than it could be, so it's worthwhile to replace those drones here.
There's his dropship. Silly overlord.
I would leave your infestors closer to his base, because the big advantage of fungal, especially when he's going heavy medevacs, is just the time that you're going to be able to make him take a fungal every time he goes forward. It's not so much that you're doing damage, it's just you're going to delay him. Yeah, that was really good. Your expansion.
Alright, I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Yeah, I actually am kind of impressed with this style. I like it a lot. You should be getting 3/3 upgrades now. And taking the gas at your gold.
Did I make my outpost cavern yet? No, I did not.
No. You should probably be poking around with Lings, checking his army position, because since he's playing some Marine heavy, like right now he actually doesn't have his tank siege. If you see that, you can just run forward and fungal a big clump of Marines and kill his medevac energy.
Oh, nice.
So
I see
that's
him actually
something.
moving up again. off on my timing on my corruptors. I need a binging this as well.
I think the biggest suggestion I would have so far is to be more aggressive with the infestors. As long as his tank starts siege, you should be constantly fungling him.
Okay.
And having them out near his base. Because on curve they can run away.
Ooh, that was not a win at all.
You haven't taken the gas at your gold yet.
Oh, motherfucker, no wonder I'm so starved.
The hive cluster is under attack.
No! Oh, if I just had some gas.
Yeah, well, another part of this is the map, or the positions, because normally, like I was saying before, the whole advantage of infestors in this situation is you can actually delay his attack forever, but when the positions are this close, you only have time to get off 2 or 3 fungals before he's actually at your base. So,
No, you dumbasses. Units are so smart in this game. And now we're dead. QQ.
I like that, though. Like, there were a few things. First off, it was close positions, so that makes it really hard.
Right.
And then a couple of mistakes, like just not taking the gold gases. Because if you had had another couple of broodlords, or if you had your ultras out sooner, or another couple of infestors even, you probably would have won that. I'd say the biggest overall comment, I mentioned a few times during the game anyway, is just have most of your infestors out in front of his base. You do need to constantly be using zerglings and stuff to spot for tanks in that situation, but if you can just land a couple of spare fungals on a ball of marines, that's pretty huge. And then being able to fungal him every time he moves forward the entire way to your base, that buys you so much more time than if you just try and actually use the fungal in part of the attack.
Okay.
Because, like, that many marines, he's still going to win the fight.
Right.
But if you just fungal him all the way to your base and then he gets there and you have broodlords, then you'll win the fight.
Okay.
So, you're not actually, it's not like a plague or a psystorm or anything. It's more like an ensnare.
Okay.
So it should be used more like that.
Yeah. I did feel like I got the better of a lot of those trades. I really felt like I was in good shape until I attacked into him with fungal growth and zerglings and kind of lost all his marines.
Yeah.
I think if I had banelings there.
The first fight definitely went very well for you. I thought you were going to win at that point. But the second one, like I said, even if he's fungled, if you engage without any real damage dealers with just slings, you're not going to beat that marine ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely 100% you are correct.
Are you going to be doing the infestor style again this
Yeah,
time?
I think so. I was afraid that he might just roll over it, but it felt pretty effective. So I'm gonna go with it one more time, and see what happens. Plus, you said that you liked it, so I'm